D.F.A.T by DST Precision. This is the Dryfire Focus Adaptive Training Tool. So basically what this does is allows me to decrease the aperture size of my objective lens. I know it sounds crazy. What the hell are you talking about? Layman's terms, you have a small tiny hole in the end of this. You screw it onto the end of your objective lens here, if I can get it in there. And basically what it allows you to do is, instead of being able to focus at 32 yards, which is the closest that my parallax allows me to adjust focus on this Vortex razor, it allows me to focus anywhere between 11 and 15 feet. So what I've done is I've created a amusement park of Dryfire, if you will, where the backyard has small tiny little paint circles and squares out of nail polish all over the backyard. So now I can bring my gun, I can bring my ladder, I can bring my tripod and any other obstacle barricade that I'd like to dry fire from, and I can practice all day with 0 rounds fired at 0 expense. For someone like me that doesn't live out in the countryside, I live in an urban environment, so I can't just go in my backyard and dry fire or live fire whenever I want. I'm forced to dry fire most of the time. The only downside to this is you're not going to get the recoil control practice, the ability to spot impacts, the ability to read wind. Those things are just kind of kaput here on Dryfire, but what you can do is you can practice all your fundamentals and mechanics. So basically I can practice moving from different positions, practice utilizing a tripod, and more importantly, like the PRS skill stage that I ran yesterday, I can practice dry firing that over and over and over to make sure that I can decrease the time that I'm running the bolt, getting into position, and transitioning and finding targets. So pick yourself up one of these. I have to thank Regina Milkovich. She's the one that told me to get this and gave me the advice, and I'm loving it. So have fun, guys. All right, another really good piece of gear that you can use to help get your training to another level is this guy. I think they're called trigger clamps, I'm not sure, but I basically picked it up from Home Depot. It's about 30 bucks, and the reason I have it is because I don't have the ability to drive barricades to and from the range when I train. So if I bring this ladder to the range, or if there is a awning at the 500-yard line with metal poles keeping the support up, I can use this trigger clamp as a barricade. So what I do is I basically can attach it to any solid piece, and you use this handle here, squeeze, and boom, you got yourself a pretty stable platform here to put your rifle on and fire off of. You can put weight into it. It's really, really strong. And if you have multiple ones, you can do them at different levels. That way you can kind of offset the rungs on this ladder. So if you're looking for a weird height, say belly button height, where that barricade is kind of funky to you, you can practice a whole lot with that. And best part is, when you're all said and done, it's really not too much packing going on. Take this apart, throw it right in the back of your car. Easy to transport, easy to use, super cheap. Trigger clamp, I think that's what they're called. That's how you do it.